Family's why I get up every morning. They empower me about the things that I want to do and work on because I know that they're part of what this world is going to be like in the future. Every day I'm inspired to get up and say, okay, what is it that's going to be good for the family? And I know that what's good for the family is going to be good for everybody.
My father always came home with a sense of pride of all the work he's done.
He just is able to get you to do the right thing without telling you to do that.
He never complains. He always wakes up, goes to work. I've never heard him complain about anything.
He's just very warm, inviting, positive.
I feel like I'm blessed because, it's not easy to find a person like him.
There are lots of things to describe my father.
Courageous.
Hardworking.
Responsible.
He's successful,
Happy.
Goofy.
Caring.
a business owner, and he finds people jobs.
Mi papá es mi héroe, mi inspiración y todo lo que yo quisiera llegar a ser en la vida.
He's a horrible dancer.
Great.
My father used to show me buildings that he built, and he goes, I built that.
The magical moments with my two sons was spending time with them on what I love to do, and they seem to really appreciate the work.
One of the most fun things that I would do with him is go to work with him.
As we were building different projects around Puget Sound or in parts of Washington, those poor guys, I'd get them up in the morning on Saturdays and Sundays, and they knew what a concrete pour was, a foundation, post-tension slabs. They knew that before they could even ride a bike.
What was fun about it for me was just watching my dad work and seeing how he communicated with people.
We had a very large workforce, as many as 500-600 people, and he saw me interact with them.
One thing that I would say that he has is respect, and that's because he gives it.
When I graduated from high school, I told my father, I said, I don't want to go to college. I want to be a carpenter like you. And I think he almost broke down in tears.
My mom made me a great dad. You know, I always thought I was the richest kid in the world. I just never knew we were poor. We always thought we were just the luckiest people in the world. We were always proud. When I was 9, I remember my mom coming home one time with a tax return. And she said, look, Nihita, look. You know, we paid taxes, we're getting money back, we're contributing to this wonderful place.
He worked at W.G. Clark for 35 years.
The guy that gave me my first job and gave me a shot. You know, he was a hard-working guy, good guy. And what I told him was, I'll work for free for the first 2 weeks. And if you don't like my work, don't pay me. But if you do, I'd like to have a job. I didn't tell him I was living in a park, but he knew I was homeless, and he gave me a shot.
He was a laborer. He was a carpenter. He was a field operator. He earned his stripes.
Growing up with him as my father and knowing his story, it's tough to find excuses.
He would be the kind of person that if there was like no food in the world, he would like feed you before he would like take a bite.
I saw them growing up working in the community. They were, when Nicholas or Joel were old enough to hand out balloons, they were walking around, maybe it'd be in diapers, but they were handing out balloons.
You know, they didn't just say, hey, just stand here and do something. They gave us a job.
Getting in touch with the Latino community from such a young age is important, especially for our cultural identity.
They were engaging people running for governor at the age of 5, and they were also helping the neediest of the neediest at the same age, at the same time.
My dad just started a new company called Consolidar, a workforce development company for Hispanic community.
We call it the class of 2027. This is a 15-year deal to where we're asking parents to engage into our network, to learn soft skills, things like English, getting their GED, focusing on their health. They become role models. They become role models by proper dieting, proper education, proper behavior. If
The father and mother are educated, the son sees that, or their kids see that.
51% of all Latino males over the age of 50 in the United States have diabetes.
Well, my dad passed away because he had diabetes.
I was an only child. My parents raised me
and also my grandmother, whom was diagnosed with diabetes, and so I kind of grew up around it.
I never knew why my uncles one at a time were losing their legs, you know, and in wheelchairs. And
You know, she did pass away from it.
I have 4, maybe 5 sisters with diabetes. One is like, you know, maybe the symptoms that she has, but she doesn't want to take the test.
the thing that sticks in my mind more than anything is that, I mean, so much of it could have been prevented.
Thank you, ADA.
And it's very sad to be with somebody with that illnesses. It's very important for us to take care of ourselves because of the future is gonna help us and our family.